I don't understand why you are still pushing your luck.
Welcome back to Where Justice Doesn't Just Whisper, It Roars. Today's case? A ticking time bomb of missed deadlines, broken promises, and courtroom ultimatums. We're diving into the heated confrontation between judge and defendant Andrea, a woman who's just run out of second chances. Despite being released on September 23rd, Andrea waited 4 entire weeks to register for a mandated IOP class. That's not just procrastination. In the court's eyes, that's playing games with the law. And here's where it gets really intense. The judge, visibly fed up, shifts from patience to power mode. What starts as frustration quickly turns into a legal standstill. Probation violations, broken trust, and a threat of trial loom heavy in the air. But just as the courtroom seems ready to bring down the hammer, a twist, a drug test may hold the key to Andrea's fate. If she fails, it's over. If she passes, there might be one last lifeline. Stick around because what you're about to witness isn't just about court orders. It's about responsibility, trust, and how quickly both can vanish in a system that demands accountability. Would you give her another chance?
It took 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks for her to sign up for IOP, Andrea. 4 weeks.
Can you, since she's already registered,
No, I mean, I'm done with this. I'm just, what?
let her see if she goes, if she attends? I don't have there's not much that I can say. I don't have much to stand on.
She
But
doesn't take us seriously.
I'm hoping that you will allow, since she's already registered, you'll allow her,
Let's do this. Let's do this.
because she has an ankle monitor on. That's on. It's
I'm
on.
gonna send her for a drug test right now. I want to see what if anything that she's going to test positive for. And then right now, I want to send her for a test. And then I guess we'll talk when she comes back. Because first things first, I want to know if she's clean. If she's not clean, it's over.
Okay.
That's it. But if she's clean, then we'll talk about how we go further.
They
But-
send her back here.
Uh,
How long, so I know how to manage everything else that
I
I
have
have.
your cell phone, right?
Yes,
I'll text you when she comes back
okay.
and I don't know. Just take a seat for a minute.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks, Andrew.
Go to Ms. Ramirez.
Absolutely.
The state position is that we follow the recommendation of the
Yes.
probation department. Either feels A, she's reached a point to where they can no longer help her and she needs that higher level of care than the probation department can give her. Or B, if the probation department feels that they can still treat her, we follow the recommendation of the probation department, B being Texas.
And there is a 6-month extension, but her class been under 7 months.
But Judge, if she registered for the classes, there will be completed in 6 months.
I'm not doing a 6-month reset for her to do one class a
We
week.
can bring her to court. We can bring her to court for status updates. I'm 100% on board with that. I think that that's actually a very good idea. But what I'm saying is that the probation department feels that she could be helped with the IOP and SOP. That's my understanding. Please correct me if I'm saying something wrong. My understanding is that probation department feels that they could help her with the IOP SOP. I think that
That right there is what we call a judicial gut punch. The judge doesn't mince words. 4 weeks of inaction after clear instructions? That's not just disrespectful, it's a fundamental breach of the court's rehabilitative trust. And you could feel the disappointment dripping from every sentence. This isn't about paperwork, it's about character. Notice how the judge emphasizes, this program teaches right and wrong in the free world. That's the core issue here. When a court gives you leniency, ankle monitor, IOP classes instead of jail, it's an opportunity, not a loophole. And Andrea treated it like a traffic ticket. And the consequence? No more 4-week resets. No more excuses. 1 week to comply. Fail once, and it's a full trial. No wiggle room. No sympathy. Let me ask you viewers, do you think the judge was too harsh, or was this exactly the wake-up call Andrea needed? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Because this moment right here, it could define her future forever.
And they push and they push. And it's truly, it's childish because they push and they push to see how much they can get away with. And as evidenced here, you sign up the day before court.
This is all predicated on if the court does not rescind its order for supervision.
What I'm going to do now is I'm going to reset her for 1 week. She has 1 week to sign up for the 3-time-a-week course. She needs to come back, show us that she's done that. And then after that, I'm going to set her off 2 weeks. Every single 2
Can I bring her up
weeks.
here? So
Sure.
I want her to be part of the conversation, so if she comes back and she doesn't do, so nobody can, so there's no possibility of saying,
I'm so over this, it's just ridiculous. Come up, Ms. Ramirez. So I will indefinitely set this case off 2 weeks at a time to make sure that it gets done. Because I can't do 4-week resets anymore, unfortunately. So we are now going to have to micromanage just. I don't think that this is right. And I don't think that this is fair because it really spits in the face of every single person who does a good job with this program. And what you're doing now is not what this program is designed to do. And it really violates the spirit because this is a program that's supposed to teach you right and wrong, teach you how to act in the free world. And you've done everything against that. I mean, for you to sign up for the class 1 day before court, it's just, it hurts. And it's shameful. Because when I told you, last time you were here, I told you that I wanted you to sign up immediately after you were done. And you sat there and you waited. Not 1 week, not 2 weeks, not 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Oh, person's come back.
So now you've shown me that I can't do long resets on your case. So if you fail one more time, if you ever fail to attend a meeting, if you ever fail to whatever you need to do, you will be out of this program. I will not do this again, and I will immediately set your case for trial. You have 1 week to sign up for the class that's 3 times a week. And thereafter, you will get 2-week resets every single time to show me that you have attended this class 3 times a week. If you fail to go one of those times in a week, because it's the class is designed for you to go 3 times a week, every week. And if you fail to do that, that's it. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Judge, just to make sure we're all on the same page. Judge is asking you to go back to that list that you have and find a place that offers the program 3 times, IOP 3 times a week. What are the requirements? Is SOP once a week or,
But she
okay,
has to complete IOP first.
right. So you have to go back to the list, find a place to register for IOP that does it, that meets 3 times a week. You do IOP, and once you're done with IOP, you find SOP that meets once a week. And you have to have,
90 days. Okay.
right, and you have to be registered in the IOP that meets 3 times a week by next court setting, which will be in about a week.
Not about exactly a week.
Okay, do I have it
Next
correct?
Wednesday.
Do I have it correct, Judge? Right, okay, so do you understand that?
Yes.
There's not gonna be another chance. Okay.
State has nothing further, Judge, for the court.
See you in a week.
Thank you, Judge.
Morning, Mr. Dunham. How's jail?
Terrible.
Great. That makes me happy. Because you got to understand, the worse of an experience you have, the higher likelihood when you do eventually get out, you'll think, if I do this, what's going to happen? If I say this, what's going to happen? Because that is the most important thing. You got to understand, we value public safety. It's really, really important to us. So you're here now because it looks like you picked up a case out of state. and you want me to set you a bond. Is this right?
Yes, sir.
You need to understand that my only concern are two things. Number one, are you a danger to my public? And number two, if we set you a bond, are you going to go back to the jurisdiction that you wanted from?
Yes, sir.
Those are the two things that I'm concerned about. So, what's he wanted for out of state?
He's wanted out of South Carolina for robbery.
What a roller coaster of courtroom tension. Let's recap. Andrea's case started as a probation review, but spiraled into a cautionary tale of what happens when the system's patience wears thin. Despite multiple warnings, she delayed mandatory registration for weeks, nearly triggering a trial reset. The judge, balancing firmness with fairness, gave one last opportunity: register within a week or face full prosecution. It's the kind of decision that defines second chances and tests whether they're deserved. And then we meet Mr. Dunham, a 20-year-old nursing student with 6 charges across 2 states. From organized crime stings to stolen vehicles, his record reads like a rap sheet on fast forward. Despite claiming academic ambition, the court drew a clear line: public safety outweighs personal promises. No bond. No exceptions. Both cases underscore a deeper truth. The justice system isn't just about punishment, it's about accountability. Play with fire and you'll get burned. Fire, if you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns. The gavel may fall fast, but justice hits even harder.
Really? But you're in Houston. You have files on Monday?
No, I can't write it.
Oh. Keep it down, please. I'm going to read something to you real quick, okay? And this is from what I'm reading now. This is from the magistrate. Motion for bond conditions, Harris County, none. Defendant has a hold. 10/16/24. Officers conduct an undercover sting crime suppression operation to catch suspects who are engaged in organized criminal activity, bank juggings. Officers use bait victims, undercover officers posing as bank customers, and bait vehicles. 3 suspect co-defendants, DeLeon Dunham, Messiah DeLeon Dunham, and Treventi DeMarcus Hilliard attempt a bank jugging on one bait car, but are unable to break the window. Shortly thereafter, they conduct a bank jugging on a second bait car and this time break the window. Bus signal given, and the officers execute a vehicle containment technique and a felony stop and apprehension. All 3 suspects, defendant in possession of criminal instruments. You're on probation for a 3rd-degree felony. You have an open robbery out of a different state. Let me ask you again. Do you really want me to set you a bond?
I was just asking if it was possible.
No. You got to understand, at some point, we really, really value our public safety. Mr. Dunham, we are going to do everything in our power to protect it. And if I give you a bond, you may very well pick up did you say 6? How many charges?
Well, total in the course of the last 2.5 some odd years.
6?
6.
Sometimes we have to protect people from themselves because of their own cost. So, Mr. Dunham, I'm sorry, but I really think that you are a complete danger to our public, so I can't do it.
All right.
I'm sorry. But
The local is likely going to get reset for Tuesday, then reset again. He's set for preliminary appearance upstairs, so it's just an arraignment, but it's likely going to get kicked out again for discovery. And so I'm just
here's the deal, though. You need to understand that you have not made bond on your felony case. Okay, well, here's the deal. The problem is that while you have not made bond, your case here, the fugitive case remains in a holding pattern.
Right.
So the time that South Carolina would normally need to come get you is told until you make bond on that felony case. The other thing is this, is that you're also on, Dave, where was he on felony probation from?
On deferred adjudication out of the 338 District Court for a third-degree felony theft.
I wonder why I can't even see that. Have they issued a motion to revoke on that one as well?
No, they set, well, for some reason, it says to hold on JWeb, but it doesn't show it on, no, hold on.
It's just from a couple of days ago. I'm assuming they're just following the MAJ today.
On the,
Is that what you see, Dave?
Oh, you're right. They haven't filed the MAJ yet, but I can't see the processing queue in the 338. So
So-
if file it, it'll be this weekend.
at some point, they're also probably going to issue another warrant for your arrest because of all these cases now, because you're on probation. So at that point, you'll also probably have to set a bond on that one, or they may not set a bond. I don't know.
Right.
How old are you?
20.
You're 20?
All right.
Going the wrong way, Mr. Dunham. You're really, really begging for a lengthy prison sentence, dude. That's it. Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks.
Thanks, Judge.